Alright, so I just realized I made a mistake on this part of the video, so I wanted to create another video here. So when we're solving this equation, we know it's a rational exponent, so it is a radical equation. So we would still isolate our radical like we were before. So that doesn't change. So then we would get x plus 1 raised to the 2/3 power is then equal to 4. All right. And then we are going to still raise it to the reciprocal power, so it's raised to 3/2. So x plus 1 is then equal to, this is where I made a mistake in the last video. So 4 raised to the 3/2 power, we are taking the square root and then raising it to the 3rd power. So since this is an equation and we are taking the square root, this is actually going to be equal to a plus or minus. All right, because it's being raised to this 2nd power. And remember, if it's a negative sign and we're raising it to a 2nd power, it'll turn positive. If it's a positive sign and we're raising it to the 2nd power, it will turn still remain positive. So regardless of what our sign is for this x plus 1, since it is being raised to the 2nd power, it will remain positive or turn positive. So when you're doing this equation, whenever you are having a power that has being raised to a 2nd power like this one is here, you must, when you take that square root, you must say plus or minus. So this is actually equal to plus or minus the square root of 4, which is 2 cubed, and this is actually plus or minus 8. So x plus 1 is equal to positive or a negative 8. So that means x plus 1 is equal to a positive 8, or x plus 1 is equal to a negative 8. So x is then equal to 7, or x is then equal to negative 9. And then you would still want to plug both these back in to make sure that they work. So when we plug in 7, we will get 8 raised to the 2/3 power. Does this equal to 4? Well, the cubed root of 8 is 2, so 2 squared, does that equal to 4? 4 is equal to 4, check. Here, when we plug in negative 9, it'll be negative 8 to the 2/3 power. Does this equal to 4? Well, the cubed root of negative 8 is negative 2. And does negative 2 squared equal to 4? 4 does equal to 4. So check, this one works as well. So neither are extraneous. So let me just go through one more reason again, step by step for this one. All right, so we had the x plus 1 raised to the 2/3 power. So x plus 1 raised to the 2/3 power is equal to 4. So I'm going to show you step by step as to why this works the way it does. So rather than multiplying or raising the power to a reciprocal, I'm just going to raise it step at a time. So I'm going to raise each side to the 3rd power. So when you're raising something to a power, it doesn't turn positive or negative. So then we would have x plus 1 squared is what we're left with. And 4 cubed is going to be equal to 64. So now we're left with x plus 1 squared is equal to 64. So now when you take the square root, it should jump out at you a little bit more as to why it's plus or minus, because we're saying this number squared is 64. So it's equal to plus or minus 8. And then we would go from there and solving it the way we just did, where x plus 1 is equal to a positive 8, or x plus 1 is equal to a negative 8. All right, so x is then equal to 7, or x is equal to negative 9. Same exact thing that we would have done before, except for this one's showing you step by steps, and I think this could be a little bit clearer as to why you need to have that plus or minus for this problem. All right, so that's it for this video. Just realized I made a mistake on the last one.